Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Vrindraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. We are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 21st chapter, titled as Conversation between Manu and Kardama Muni. Text number 38 and 39. So, in this chapter, we are learning how Kardama Muni did austerity, tapasya of Lord Vishnu, and when Lord Vishnu was pleased, he blessed Kardama Muni, and Lord Vishnu mentioned to Kardama Muni that Manu, Maharaj Swayambhu Manu and Satarupa, his wife, will come and they will see him and offer their daughter Devhuti to Kardama Muni. Now Kardama Muni is waiting by the Sarovar, Bindu Sarovar, and here is the mention of Bindu Sarovar. The pastime of Bindu Sarovar is mentioned in this shloka. Bindu Sarovar is very famous. It is there in Gujarat, in India, a place called Siddhapur. So here is the little mention of Bindu Sarovar in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Many devotees, they travel from all over the world to Bindu Sarovar. It's a holy place of pilgrimage, and here the origin of Bindu Sarovar is mentioned, how Bindu Sarovar originated. So here is the shloka. Yasmin Bhagavato Netran Nyapatan Ashrubindava Krupaya Samparitasya Prapanne Arpitaya Brisham Tadavai Bindu Saro Nama Saraswatya Pariplutam Punyam Shivamrita Jalam Marshi Gana Sevitam. So here, shloka says, the holy lake Bindu Sarovar, which was flooded by the waters of river Saraswati, was resorted to by the host of eminent sages. Its holy water was not only auspicious, but as sweet as nectar. It was called Bindu Sarovar because Bindu means drops. The drops of tears had fallen there from the eyes of Lord Vishnu, who was overwhelmed by the extreme compassion for the sage Kardama who had sought his protection. So here the glorification of Bindu Sarovar is there. It says that Yasmin Bhagavata Netra Nyapatam Ashrubindava. Ashrubindava means teardrops. From where? From Bhagavata Netra, from the eyes of Lord Vishnu. So when Kardama Muni was doing tapasya, austerity for Lord Vishnu was compassionate, and seeing the extreme austerity of Kardama Muni, Lord Vishnu became compassionate, overwhelmed, and the tears came off from the eyes of Lord Vishnu, and those tears became the Bindu Sarovar. So this Bindu Sarovar is described here in this shloka, and it is connected with a river called as Saraswati river. And the glorification of Bindu Sarovar is there because, Hare Krishna, because it is from the eyes of Lord Vishnu himself, who was overwhelmed by extreme compassion. Hare Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Kardama Muni underwent austerities to gain the causeless mercy of Lord Vishnu. And when Lord Vishnu arrived there, he was so compassionate that in pleasure he shed tears, which became Bindu Sarovar. Bindu Sarovar is there in place called Siddhapur in Gujarat. And Bindu Sarovar is therefore worshipped by great sages and learned scholars. Because according to the philosophy of Vedas, the tears which came from the Lord's eyes, they are not different than Lord Himself. There is another river which is the Ganga. Ganga came from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. So Ganga is not different than Lord Vishnu himself. That is why people go and take bath in Ganga. Similar is the power of Bindu Sarovar. So if you ever go to Siddhapur in Gujarat, that place, Bindu Sarovar, you can take a shower there actually. Just as the drop of perspiration which fell from the toe of Lord became sacred Ganga, so the tears which came from the eyes of Lord Vishnu became the Bindu Sarovar. Both are transcendental and they are worshipped by great sages and scholars. So actually by the bank of this Bindu Sarovar, Kapila Muni instructed Sankhya philosophy to his mother Devahuti. So by the bank of Bindu Sarovar, there is a temple of Kapila Dev or Kapila Muni and Devahuti, his mother. And Mother Devahuti took shower in the Bindu Sarovar before hearing the Sankhya philosophy. So Kardama Muni did tapasya by the Bindu Sarovar, and afterwards, when the Kardama Muni went to the forest, at the same place, Bindu Sarovar, by the Bindu Sarovar, Kapila Muni instructed to his mother Devahuti. That is why it's called Matru Shraddha is also performed. The ceremony for the liberation of the mother is performed at the Bindu Sarovar actually. I'm going to share a picture of Bindu Sarovar with you here. So you will see. Let me share the picture of the Bindu Sarovar. Here you can see this is the picture of Bindu Sarovar and this is the Sarovar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So in the Bindu Sarovar, people take shower there in the Bindu Sarovar. This is in Gujarat, in Siddhapur, Gaya. Siddhapur Kshetra. And here is another picture of Bindu Sarovar where there is a temple of Mata Devahuti. And Devahuti Mata is the mother of Kapila Dev or Kapila Muni, and she is the wife of Kardama Muni. So there is a temple here of Kardama Muni. Here is this is a temple of Kapila Dev here. And here is the temple of Devahuti. So this is the Bindu Sarovar, which is very popular for the devotees to visit. So here in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the same Bindu Sarovar reference is there. It says that just as the drops of perspiration fell from the toe of Lord Vishnu, it became the sacred river Ganga. So the drops from the transcendental eyes of the Lord Vishnu became the Bindu Sarovar. So both are transcendental entities and are worshipped by great sages and scholars. The water of Bindu Sarovar is described as a Shivamrita Jala. So this Bindu Sarovar is also called as Shiva Amrita. Now, Shiva literally means auspicious or curing. So, Lord Shiva, his name means that all auspicious. So, that is why here the Bindu Sarovar water is all auspicious. That is why it's called Shivamrita Jala. Even though it is coming from the eyes of Lord Vishnu, it is called Shivamrita. Anyone who drinks the water of Bindu Sarovar is cured of all the material diseases. Similarly, who takes bath in Ganga is also relieved of all the material diseases. These claims are accepted by great scholars and authorities and are still being acted upon even in the fallen age of Kali Yuga. So a lot of people in Kali Yuga, they visit Bindu Sarovar and they take shower in the Bindu Sarovar. So there is a place where they do Matru Shraddha, Matru for the liberation of mother. The puja is done at the Bindu Sarovar because that's the place where Kapila Muni recited Sankhya philosophy to his mother Devahuti. So with that, we'll end for today's shloka. We'll continue tomorrow. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai.